Okay, well, the one fight that I'm sure you're well aware everybody has been talking about is Mayweather Pacquiao.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on that fight?
You know, it's gonna be tough, but I think that the doubt with Manny's side is it's gone from everyone. I mean, he's done everything that anyone could ask for. You know, he's always gonna manage. He's always gonna be that beast, and I think that he has the speed to rival the speed of Mayweather. He has the power to go. I think more powerful than Mayweather. The only thing that this fight um, that Manny hasn't experienced yet is the fighter like Mayweather. Fighter like Mayweather, who's slick, smart, but Mayweather also didn't experience a fighter like Pacquiao, who's a lefty, who has power in both hands, and who is also fast. And not only that, he has all the names in his credit. So, I think that this is gonna be a great fight. But I know that, of course, Pacquiao is gonna dominate this fight in his own way, where he always surprises everybody.
Did the way Mayweather shut down Juan Manuel Marquez impress you much, at least as far as uh, how he was able to take what a lot of people consider to be the number two or number three pound for pound fighter in the world, really, and pretty much eliminate his offense?
The difference between Marquez and Pacquiao is that Manny has grown into this division. His body is built for this. His body grew to be built for this weight class. In another hand, Marquez is a lot slower than Manny. I mean, he's very technical, but to be technical with a technical fighter who's a lot faster than you are, of course you're gonna get dominated by it. Um, with Marquez, his body never grew with the weight. I mean, he added more weight, and he didn't look the Marquez that we know at 126 or 130, which was built and muscular. When he fought at that weight, he didn't look. He looked like an old veteran. He fought well, but like I said, with a fighter who's technical versus a fighter who's technical and more faster, you're just gonna get dominated by it. It's Mayweather's game.
So, in that sense, do you think Pacquiao brings an element that's not technical boxing to the table that Marquez couldn't?
What Pacquiao can bring is his way of fighting. No one has ever faced that type of fighting. When I sparred him back when I was barely turning pro, he has no rhythm. His rhythm was so off. His rhythm was so different and difficult to figure out. And you end up leaning to the wrong side, and boom, he'll get you. One thing that he's a difficult fighter to figure out. He's a difficult fighter, and he has every power, every speed, and you know. And with Mayweather, he has never fought a guy who's lefty. And one thing that hurt him before was a left-hander, and he's not used to this type of fight. And if he thinks that his speed and his experience and the way he fights is gonna. I mean, he's smart. He has a lot of talent. He's one of the gifted guys. Um, but the way Manny is, he's just a different type of gift. It's not as smooth as Mayweather, but it's something that I would prefer to have rather than being smooth and brilliant. If you can be raw and power and it doesn't have to be smooth. It doesn't have to be thing. But if you have raw and power to demolish anyone, I would rather go with that person rather than the one with smooth and finesse.
So, when you say raw power, are you also including his durability?
Durability and the way he works out. I mean, the man has the ability to to overtrain himself more beyond than anyone put together. I've never seen anybody that can train as hard as he can. That's one thing that he has in his side. One thing that I have, or one thing that Mayweather have, is speed, technical talent, and just raw skills. One thing that Manny has is just the ability to just go beyond in training and everything. And I just admire the guy, and in ways that he just put things together and just go beyond what people believe, and and he
How,
always inspired me and everybody else.
how long ago was it that you worked with him?
I was in 2001, way before.
So before he fought Ladwaba?
I was his sparring somewhat of I was one of his sparring partner for that fight.
For that fight on the De La Hoya
I
Castillejo
was one of
undercard?
the fights, so we watched that fight. But I sparred with him. My brother sparred with him. We were working with him because he was supposed to fight a Thailand guy.
Uh-huh.
So and that's when I met him at that time. But he's taught me a lot of things in terms of like he taught me how to fight lefties. What's the weakness in fighting lefties and his weakness in fighting right-handers. So I'm not telling that secret. So don't worry about that.
Did he actually instruct you, like take you aside and explain that to you, or is it
Yes, he
something he
did.
showed you?
After we were training, I got done training, and we got done sparring. We walked out. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. I have trouble when people do this, when people do that, but I'm not telling. So, um, but he's a different fighter now than before. So he's becoming more of a complete fighter, um, stronger, faster. So, he's just right now he's the king of boxing, and he's accomplished what many, not the majority, have dreamt of. I mean, who can jump from this weight to that weight and take everyone over? So that's just inspiration as what he does.
Do you think his extracurricular to boxing activities like the acting and the political aspirations are going to affect his preparation at all?
The thing about Manning is that he can do all this stuff, but once he's in the gym, it doesn't matter if he's sick, it doesn't matter if he's crawling, he'll work out. He'll work out to the limit where his body doesn't move anymore.
Have you
And
seen
that's why like within a month's time he's already in shape.
Have you ever seen him come to a camp, or at least when you did see him in camp, did he ever show up like not in the best condition, like I don't know, like too tired or sick or anything like that? And
The guy just knows how to get himself in shape. He just beats himself up. Like that's why he's so confident. And with the guys that he's beaten, he's an all-time high. I mean, he'll always be at that level. So I mean, with a guy with confidence, a guy who works hard, and a guy who's very difficult to figure out. I mean, you know, it's hard to beat.
did it look to you like he actually took a few shots against Cotto?
He did. He did. I was in his, dressing room afterward, and he hurt his ear. He took. I mean, Cotto's a big puncher. He took some punches, and he even said he got hurt a little bit, but you know, just training. That's what training does for you. So when he trains hard, you can overcome a lot.
Do you think he would ever fight in the Bay Area?
He did at that one time in San Francisco. That lasted about a round or two.
The Agapito Sanchez fight?
Right. Hopefully, I mean, we can fill that up. But there's a lot of Filipinos here, and not only that, I mean, he's gained so much fans from different nationalities. I mean, he's what people admire because of what he does in there, and I think he can anywhere he goes, he can sell the place up, with whoever.
Okay, I think that just about wraps up all the questions I have for right now. Thanks for joining us.
February 13th in Hilton, Las Vegas. You guys check it out, or if you guys can't make it, watch it on pay-per-view. So support. Thank you. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and happy New Year to you guys.
Thank you, Nonito. This has been Gopal Rao with Nonito Donaire for thefightcountdown.com.